Welcome back. As we earlier said, that Egypt marks today 6 years over the inauguration of one of the best projects Egypt have taken after June 30th, the inauguration or the establishment of a new Suez Canal, and that was exactly on August 5th of the year 2014, when President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi have decided to enlighten and encourage and empower Egyptians and establish a new Suez Canal. And the story started. He was keen on finalizing this project in only 1 year, something that earlier took place before in history in even more than 10 years. It was established in 2014 in only 1 year. So the new Suez Canal was ever since establishment, and of course it was one of the mega projects that would add to the income of Egypt, national income of Egypt, with many small mega projects inside it. Of course, as we all know, it's a value added to the national economy and represents the growth of national income due to the increased Suez Canal's revenues every day, and establishing, of course, industrial and economic entities, and developing a number of ports and logistic area. Of course, to talk about this particular valuable, precious element and project in Egypt, we're very delighted to be having here Dr.zeinab Nawar, and she is a lecturer, economic lecturer in one of the prominent universities here in Egypt. Good morning, Dr. Nawar.
Good morning, my dear.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
How do you see the decision taken to establish a new Suez Canal immediately after Egypt coming out of a very dark period and kicking off the Brotherhood terrorist organization, starting to rebuild itself and having an economic crisis and all that things that we used to have 7 years back?
Yes.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, ever since he stepped into office, he decided to establish that mega project. It was very courageous of him. And when he was asked, he said, I wanted to encourage and empower the spirits of Egyptians, but also he wanted to expand the venues, the national income of Egypt.
Right.
So
right.
How do you elaborate over that?
Of course, I'm so proud of the mega project and the new line of the Suez Canal, and also all the new project that we had for this area since then. Of course, having the time there was not a pleasant time, which was at the past, and then moving fast by the president just to work on mega project that can create more income, that can also support our economic situation worldwide. So the new line of Suez Canal, it is not about the new line. It's the new line of the Suez Canal, and also the new projects and the Suez Canal, of course, industrial zone, which had added a lot to this project. So if we would like to talk about the new line of the Suez Canal, it is a comprehensive mega project. It involves not only the new line, the reform that is happening for the different ports, the 6 ports for the Suez Canal zone, and also the new industrial zones that are now under establishment. Some of these zones, of course, there are FDIs working on this part, working partially in some of the project in this area, and also new innovations, new means of marketing to these areas, attraction of the FDI. How that for the Suez Canal zone and for the industrial zone and industrial areas, how they are thinking differently, how now the reform that is happening for the Egyptian ports, how you started to think also differently in terms of attracting more shipping lines, providing services to different shipments. So the new line of the Suez Canal, it is only the start of a series of mega projects that now are going on in this area, which is the industrial zone and the Suez Canal economic zone. So it's all about big mega economic projects. It involves a lot and multi and different areas all together.
To what extent does this new waterway contribute to the success of developmental projects of the canal?
The success is coming, of course, the success actually has a lot of dimensions. Number one, there are now an increase in the number of ships passing through the Suez Canal. Number two, which is the most important thing, that through the success that happened through this new line of Suez Canal, you had gave the world an important message, which is saying that we are here and we are able to establish an important project. The importance of the project is giving the messages, the importance of the project, that it had put the base for future mega projects in the industrial zone themselves, and also for the ports and for the economic zone of Suez Canal. Plus, you had added to the competitive edge of the Suez Canal. When you just built a new project, you just maintained the competitive advantages that we have as a Suez Canal and as a waterway, and important and one of the main important waterways for the worldwide. So you had maintained your competitive advantage, you had gave a strong message, and also you had worked and you had used this this number one mega project to attract and to work on different mega projects and to attract more local and foreign also investors, which was very important. This is the main thing. It's not about number of ships that is passing through, which is good, of course, the number of ships that is passing through the Suez Canal and the increase of the number of ships and the increase of the revenue. This is very important element, plus the other elements that have been created since then.
What is the importance of increasing the canal's capacity to 97 standard ships in 2023 instead of 49 ships in 2014?
Of course, this is this will mean that we are creating a difference in terms of revenue that have been created. When you do an innovation, when you do some sort of infrastructure work for the Suez Canal, so you are encouraging new lines, new shipping lines to pass through this important waterway. At the bottom line, how the owners of the ships and how the shipping lines, they just make the decision about passing through the Suez Canal or not. It's about the cost-wise. So what creates cost, or what formulates the cost? It's the time. So the less time means less cost. Less cost, so you became a favorable place for the ships to pass. So now you are more competitive than before. And this is what the new waterway had created. More adding more into our comparative advantage, adding more and better image, that we are encouraging trade through passing through our lands. So for the ships, you will have less time than earlier, and also this means a less cost, and this means a lot for the ship owners, and also means a lot for any importer or exporter for any country worldwide. So you are creating advantage for those ships and for the ship owners and for the shipping lines to pass through the Suez Canal. You are encouraging them to pass. Plus, if you can give them more incentives, if you can give them also, if you can give the shipping line more incentives, more services, this will add over and above for what we had been created before for this important mega project.
We're going to go to a short break, and we'll come to continue the breakfast show after this short break, so stay with us.